1:14 left in the first quarter of the game. And so in the game for the Magic, Black is out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Wagner. Then there's Mo Wagner. And it's Bitadze in at the 5.
And you got to get out on the head if you're the defense. Simon's too big a threat from deep.
Simmons feeling it out a bit. Wagner finds Simmons. 6 to shoot. Fader on the way. And the shot falls short this time.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Simons from outside. Rebound by the Magic. This, of course, being game 1 of the season, is their first look at the Celtics. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Wagner. Wagner has screen on Simons. And it's White with the rebound. Outside, Simons. Takes the 3. No good that time. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Celtics lead by 2. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Boston.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA. The dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. On the court for Orlando, they've got Black. Franz Wagner is out there with Wagner. Then it's Simmons. And it's Bitadze in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Great find by Simmons. He's always looking to create the best shot possible for his team.
Here's Simons. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
I thought he had that all. But somehow the defense just threw him off.
Orlando moving the ball around. Simmons passes to Bitadze. Outside for Simmons. They set the pick. Second shot opportunity. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
And for Simmons, everyone in the league agrees that the talent is there. It comes down to the health and being in the right situation.
Williams, he's checked in for Boston. Jalen Suggs is checked in for Orlando. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions
Right now, they need the basket.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Now, here's Suggs. No scoring in this one. Brown wide open. He fires. Off target from outside. The Magic have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. They set the screen. Here's Simmons. Williams with the block. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here. Boston making a switch here. Walsh is checked in. And the Magic making a change. Here as well. Black's checked in. Wagner kicks to Black. Just 5 on the clock. Orlando needs to get off a shot. Once again off the mark, Orlando. And Simons has got the ball here for the Celtics. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Here's Black. He's covered by Brown. Wagner left side. Here's Bitadze. And Boston with the rebound.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One to try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
RJ, we've seen multiple. All-star games for Jaylen Brown. Can he become a superstar?
Well, to me, if you've got a Finals MVP in your back pocket on your resume, you are now a superstar, and Jaylen Brown is that.
The Magic making a switch here. Baines checked in. Richard, when you talk about Jaylen Brown, many scouts felt he'd never be a #1 level option offensively. But he's proven some people wrong.
Kevin, many scouts have been wrong many times. The question has been answered. He wasn't a great shooter when he first came into the league, and his ball handling also needed to improve. But now, both of those are strengths in his game.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's his first trip to the line.
Yeah, and he wasn't someone you wanted to foul if you were defending him last season. 85% is what he made from the line.
Good on the second free throw. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Now, Suggs. He has yet to score. Bain, no good. And it's the Celtics ball. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now. Pass to Simons. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
Oh, gritty inside. Simons amongst the big bodies.
Suggs passes to Wagner. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And now look at Boston's upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Chicago against the Bulls. And then on Saturday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And for their matchup with Phoenix, it's going to be game number 4 for them during the start of this NBA campaign. They'll want to get off to a hot start to the year.
Here's Pritchard. 6 points for him. Here's Hauser. From outside, off the mark. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, Franz Wagner grew up in Germany, but he says one of the reasons that I went to college in the U.S. was to learn a different mentality. The game is played more competitively, and talking trash is welcome. I had it in me deep down, but that brought it out more. That combination of styles has helped him to this day. Kevin?
Great stuff, D.A. Thanks. Now, here's Wagner. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Yeah, Wagner in attack mode there.
Here's Pritchard. Pass to Simons. It's tipped, and so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. George Niang, he's checked in for Boston. White comes in for Anthony Simons. Banchero's checked in for Orlando. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Checked in for Franz Wagner. With this chance, let's show you the league's most intimidating shot-blocking defenses from last season. 5th on the list, the Celtics.
Both clubs physically dominant inside the paint, and that's why you see those outstanding shot-blocking numbers.
That's good.
Goes up off the inbound, and the layup good by Brown. Brown's got 13.
Muscling that one in. JB is a strong individual.
Suggs kicks to Banchero. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Brown outside. Lets it go from 14.
No
and
way.
That's good for 2. 15 points in the game.
And each year, it seems Brown keeps getting better at shooting the ball, especially from the mid-range.
Suggs looking around. Kicks it out to Banchero. Clock at 6. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Banchero's got 4 points in the quarter.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just pulleys right through it.
Here's Niang. He's covered by Banchero. Here's Pritchard.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
By himself, and Suggs throws it down.
Raw speed helps Suggs out there, keeping him ahead of the defense on the fast break.
The Celtics have gone 5 of 12 from the field.
They've got to be good.
That's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Orlando trailing here. Black dishes to Banchero. Back to Black. All alone. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And smart ball movement there from Banchero. And that selflessness will endear him to his teammates.
Here's Brown. And finished off by Brown.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Suggs passes to Black. Back to Suggs. And the layup's good off the glass.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Here's White. Pass to Queta. Here's Pritchard. They set the pick. And Queta gets it to go. Queta's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Okay, that's a tough bucket. D on him as tight as possible, but you're not going to stop this guy from getting to the rim.
Banchero outside. Here's Bitadze. Jams it in off the great move.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's why his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Celtics making a change here. Hauser's checked in. Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. Wagner comes in for Black. .133 left in the first half.
Just gotta be
Pritchard
better.
passes to Queta. To the inside. From 6 feet. And that'll be 2 free throws.
Where's the foul? Why he leaning? Yeah.
Coming up, officials on the call with the foul. It's on Jalen Suggs. He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1. He hits both from the stripe. 1:22 left in the first half. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Magic. Trailing by 2. Carter outside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Carter's got his first basket of the night.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Outside, White. There's 53 seconds left now here in the second. To the paint. Here's Queta. Dunk to finish it off.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Banchero kicks to Suggs. Now, here's Banchero. 19 points in the game. Going inside. Good from the moment it left his hand. That makes him 10 for 14. Boston's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. Queta, the pass to Hauser. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. The first one falls. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
Banchero with the ball. 21 points in the game. He got it up, and there's the drive. Jaylen Brown has been leading the charge for Boston. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Hey folks, what a start for Jaylen Brown. Look, I know this is going off topic, but during the first half we were doing some dribbling drills. So Kenny, as the point guard here, I want you to rank our handles.
Okay, obviously first is me. Second, I'll get that to you, Ernie. Third, I'll go with our IT guy. He really surprised me. Then you, Shaq.
There's no way I'm after Ernie.
Shaq, if you want to be better, you can be.
Now moving on to the Boston Celtics and the close first half they played.
Well, I love what he's doing offensively. He's hungry, he's attacking, and he's not settling.
He's shooting well because he seems to be getting the shots he wants.
Listen, a guy like that can always get a shot that he wants, Ernie.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, Paolo Banchero, guys, has been exceptional.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with the game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Let's get it, bro. Defense got to be a little bit better.
Magic shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. Then there's George Niang. And it's Queta in at the 5. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Pass to Niang.
They really should.
Here's Queta.
You flushed the toilet?
Outside, White. There's the triple. Drills the three-pointer.
They really shouldn't be able to score, bro.
Lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Now, here's Wagner. Plays it up and banks it in. He's got 6.
Oh, good job executing inside. Wagner in total control down there.
Pass to Niang. Back to Brown. Shoots over Wagner. Great positioning on the putback. And the Celtics lead by 5.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
And once Banchero gets going, boy, it's hard to stop him. Given his size and speed, he's going to be a handful.
And finished off by Banchero.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
Here's Brown, following the bucket by Orlando. Inside, Queta.
All these picks, bro. Shouldn't picks every goddamn play.
Love to see Brown facilitate out of a pick and roll, and I'm sure his coach feels the same way.
Carter with a screen on Brown. Wagner passes to Carter. And then Carter with the jam.
A signature slam from the big fella. We've seen a few of those. Before.
The Celtics with the lead. Outside, White. Niang kicks to Brown. Five to shoot. Nifty move. The shot will not fall. Great D that time from Bain.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. They've led by as many as 11 points.
Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out.
And Banchero, here we go.
Oh.
And Pritchard pulls it down.
You watch it up? You gotta watch the court,
to make his way to the rim, but give the deep credit. Did just enough to force him.
You washed it or you just rinsed it off? You put soap on it? Or you didn't wash it?
To clank that one.
And Derek White, he's one of the most valuable guards, Richard, in the NBA.
White can play the one, he can shoot the ball, plus he is an all-league defender. So Derek White gives you everything you want in your backcourt.
From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star grade in 2024, Paolo Banchero.
And Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instantly.
And so he's able to get one of 2.
I know he's kicking himself for not snatching the lead. But look, he tied things up.
A nice shot by Brown.
Yet another thing that makes Brown so difficult to guard. He is exceptional off the dribble.
Banchero outside. Kicks it out to Wagner. Another shot. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Why you just want to give her the same milk you had? Give her the milk you had. That's
Now, Wagner's
drink the milk your mama bought you.
got 4 this quarter.
Wagner able to get that one lined up from mid-range.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
And a chance here to check out some stats on Jaylen Brown. He's coming off an excellent season. He averaged 22 points per game last season, 6 rebounds and 4 assists. But you look at all that, and really it doesn't give you the entire picture of his impact defensively.
Just in general, numbers don't tell the whole story with defense. Guys like him, you have to watch to understand his impact.
Now, here's Brown. He's got 19. The 3 buries the long-range jumper. Brown's got 22 points.
After sinking 1 triple in the first quarter, he nails another one in the second quarter. He's got it going on.
And here is Suggs. Out to the wing. And Carroll passes to Bing. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. But it's no good. To the middle. Here's Brown. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Jalen Suggs.
And Brown is a talented scorer who also excels at drawing fouls.
The Celtics making a switch here. Hauser's checked in. He hits the second from the line. Orlando trails by 4. Now Wagner. He's got 8. Banchero outside. And finished off by Banchero.
And Banchero is putting it all together, capable of scoring from all 3 levels.
Pass to Queta. Here's Hauser. He's covered by Banchero. The Magic have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Here's Suggs. A rebound by the Celtics. Brown's got his 5th rebound in this one. White with it. Picked up by Suggs. Lets it go with the 3. Busted. No good that time either.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Banchero against Brown. Banchero draws the double. And that one's good. Suggs.
And for his position, Banchero, great vision and willingness to make the extra pass.
Boston trailing. Here's Pritchard. He's got 8. Down low. Out to White. From the arc. Good on the 3-point shot.
Ridiculous, bro.
White's got a pair of 3s now here in the third for Boston.
Oh, no.
We come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now, here's Wagner. 8 points for him. Pass to Suggs. 6 on the shot clock. To the inside. And Carter with the basket on the assist from Suggs. Carter's got it all tied up now for the Magic.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Some changes here for the Celtics. Minot's checked in, and it's Simons in for Jaylen Brown. And a switcher also for Orlando. Black's checked in for Jalen Suggs. Nice ball movement by Boston. Now here's White. 9 points in the game so far. He can't hit that time. Good work defensively by Carter. Banchero inside. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Oh, nice balance by Wagner. Taking the hit like a champ and working through it.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Orlando.
They've been hitting consistently from mid-range all game. It's been a big part of their offensive production in this one.
And another thing, they continue to work it inside and score. It's clear their game plan is attacking the paint as much as possible. Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Now, here's Wagner. He's got 11 on the clock. Banchero, that's good. 30 points for Paolo Banchero.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Simons from outside. It falls through, making him 6 for 11.
Dang, can you play defense?
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
So it's the Celtics now. Paolo Banchero unable to get his last shot to go in. .141 left to play in the third. Simons against Wagner. White with the double team.
Whoa.
And stolen by White. Pass to Minot. Here's Hauser. Here's Minot. He's covered by Banchero. And it's sent back.
Pay attention.
How about the anticipation?
Pay attention.
Has a strong sense for when to go after that block shot. And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes. As a player, a rough first half, look, it can wake you up. Sometimes it leads to much improved play in the second half.
White against Wagner. Simons kicks to White. Austin needs to get off a shot. They get it back. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Celtics by 3.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Carter, the pass to Wagner. Minot pulls it in. Minot's got his 4th rebound in this one. A steal. Here's Black. Yep, that one goes. Black's got his second bucket.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
Simons from outside. And no good on the last second attempt this time. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Celtics out in front. They lead by 1. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court for Orlando, Black is out there with Wagner. Then there's Desmond Bain. Then there's Jalen Suggs. And it's Vitadze in at the center, locking down the middle. Now, here's Suggs. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Simons kicks to Brown.
We got a luck.
Here's Hauser. Off target with his 3.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Vitadze the pass to Wagner. To take the lead, he lays it in. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Simons surveying the D. Jacks up a 3. And there's Brown. That's good on the assist by Simons. Brown's got 26.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Black dishes to Suggs. It's Wagner atop the key. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Simons, that will follow for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
Oh, just lifting off and arcing that one in. Simons displaying complete control.
And that one's good. Suggs.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Bain against Brown. Simons on the wing. Pass to Hauser. Outside, Simons. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Brown, no good.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough 3.
And taken away by Brown. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. 3-pointer, Simons. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Orlando, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Black kicks to Bain. Lays it up off the glass. And the Magic lead by 2.
With all the points he gets on the perimeter, it's trouble for the D when Bain starts getting points inside.
Here's Simons. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And each season, GA, it seems like Anthony Simons is given more and more responsibility.
And you can understand why. He's proven to be a versatile scorer. And now we are seeing him take the next step with his playmaking.
The Celtics making a switch here. Pritchard's checked in. And a change for the Magic. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Goga Vitadze. And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
I was able to listen in on what Jamal Mosley was going over with his team. Now, Coach told his guys it's not over until it's over. He asked them to stay sharp out there and to keep fighting. If we lose this, it's on us, he said. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, thanks. Now, here's Wagner. Suggs with the ball. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
In the 7th pick of the 2018 draft, Carter Jr.'s potential is enticing. A bruising big man with a bright future ahead of him.
Banchero's checked in for Orlando. Franz Wagner comes in for Bain. And he ends up missing both free throws. Banchero finds Wagner. Drains it from 17 feet out. And the Magic lead by 2.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
It's Brown on the wing. Here's Pritchard. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists in the game.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
Now, here's Suggs. Banchero, right side. Back to Suggs. And it's Orlando with another.
And because it's so easy for him to get to the cup, Suggs doesn't shoot a ton of mid-range jumpers, but he has it in his arsenal.
Here's Pritchard. Simon's on the wing. Misses the 3.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
And here's Banchero. And then Carter with the dunk.
Always a threat to score. Banchero, that time with a sweet find.
Pass to Simon. Over Suggs. And it's Simon's missing.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Banchero, that's good.
And the paint is where you love to watch
He play at such a
with his
nice
size
pace.
and athleticism, he can attack so effectively inside.
Here's Pritchard. Outside, Simon. For the 3. Nailed from three-point land. Simons has got 7 points here in this quarter.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Banchero inside. Wagner wide open. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Here's Walsh. 3-pointer, Simon. And again, Boston with the triple.
That's so cheap.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the 3s in time.
Banchero, a screen for Suggs. Banchero outside. Banchero draws the double. There's Wagner with the 3. Minot pulls it in. Minot's got 5 rebounds tonight. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
2 back-to-back threes.
It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Austin making some changes. Kate is checked in. And Derek White subbed in for Anferny Simons. And the Magic making a change here as well. Baines checked in. Now, here's Banchero. Outside, Bain. To end the run. And it's Banchero missing. Celtics leading by 3.
That's a steal.
Right side one. It's up a 3. Hits it from
Why would you do that?
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Why would you do that?
And a big man who can do a little bit of everything. Banchero's future is certainly bright.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Celtics.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
And you can't ignore their passing. All game long, they've done a great job of just delivering the ball in rhythm right where it needs to be.
Now, here's Brown. There's a good screen. Shoots over Wagner. It's good.
Get out of here.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
We about to lose.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Carter sets the pick for Banchero. 2 free
Hey, I
throws
got
coming
failed,
up, and they call the shooting foul.
Oh, Banchero earns his points there. If he has to
Ain't
get
see
him
no
at
free
the
throw.
line, then that's what he is more than willing to do. And forget about the miss. for a moment and focus on the fact that he's done a great job putting pressure on the defense.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Celtics leading by 6. Wide, a screen on Suggs. Aston Yang. Nice ball movement by Boston. Cranes the three-pointer. White's got 6 here in this quarter.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter. Building out this lead brick by brick. They have taken a very methodical approach.
What?
It's White on the wing. Lets it go from deep. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Carter's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
And Banchero doesn't back down from anyone, which is why he's able to draw those fouls.
That's the first, and that brings them within 8. No free throws.
This animation stupid.
1:41 left in the fourth quarter. Brown against Wagner. With some arc. Brown, no good. Orlando trails by 7. Banchero left side. And finished off by Banchero.
Used to these big moments from his college days. Banchero's heartbeat should stay low here.
Here's Brown. Aston Yang. Orlando grabs the miss. Banchero outside. And he gets the whistle.
Oh,
2 free throws coming up.
And on the interior, Banchero's a hard worker with terrific
Come on.
ability.
And no good is the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he ends up making the second, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
So they foul intentionally.
Damn, I needed to.
44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Brown throws it down.
That's the fakest shit.
Brown is someone you rely on, and he knows how to find his team points in a hurry.
Money! And now they trail by just 4.
He better get used to these late games.
That's the fakest shit out.
Getting a nice taste of it right there.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
He knows how important it is converting at the line and building up this lead.
It counts.
Stepping up in the clutch. Banchero coming up and delivering the goods for his team.
And that's an intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game. So it's Orlando now. Money!
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Gotta miss some
And
free
there's the
throws.
intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game. Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. We got
Back-to-back threes killed us.
And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
Still a sliver of hope.
We've seen teams come back from this before. Smart to take the timeout and get everybody focused on exactly what needs to be done.
And he commits the intentional foul.
He
cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he does get the second one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Now a timeout called by Orlando. 17 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
And I'm sure coach is encouraging them to play to the final whistle. Then they can get out of here.
Defense was bad, bro. Yeah. No. I guess, yeah. Yeah. We're at 45 and lost. Wasn't the offense, it was the freaking defense is why we lost, bro. Should have put Ben in more. Get some freaking defense, maybe. I don't know. Damn it, bro.
So we see Boston get the win here. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it mattered the most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. Take it away, David.
Thanks very much, Jalen. A long season. What do you guys need to do to keep it rolling?
Just keep finding consistent rhythm with each other. Keep playing the game the right way, executing the game plan, and just do your job. It's really fun.
You all did the job tonight, man. Congrats again on the win. Back to you.
Thank you, David. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. We appreciate you tuning in tonight. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Jaylen Brown.
We pretty much got them in about free throws. Killed us. 11 for 18. They went to the free throw line 28 times, bro. It was, even after all them fouls in the end, bro. Look at that. Points in the paint. Killed them. Got them on the board. Freaking Thomas, bro. Hit them freaking threes. They hit 6 threes in the fourth, man. That's what did it. All right, maybe we'll play another.